welcome again to AA Home Gardening. Today is the 21st of January 2021 and I'll be looking at planting some onions from seed. I've never planted onion from seeds before. I know I've planted from sets, but some of the issue I've encountered from planting from set last year, I had few of my onions that started bolting too quickly, so the bulb did not develop properly. It's good if you're trying to save seeds from the onion, but if you're trying to grow it for most of the bulb, so you want the energy to concentrate there instead of the plant, I try picking the flower off as quickly as possible so the energy could still go down into the bulb, but it wasn't the nicest of onions. So I've done some research, and apparently if I plant from seeds, then because it's the first year of growing from seed, unlike the sets that have actually started growing before, then it's pause, put in the shop, and then we go and buy it and plant it and continue the growing process. Okay, so if I grow it from seed, this is the first growing season, the first 2 years, so it doesn't have time to go to bulb, if that makes sense. So basically it's just concentrating on growing. You haven't paused and then grow again, so usually you won't have any bolting going on. So I've gone out and I've got myself some red Brunswick onions. So if you can see there, if it focus, there you go. So that's some red onions. So it's like red onion, but that particular one is more of a flattish shape, so it's quite flat. Apparently it does quite well in my wet climate, so that's the one I'm going to experiment with this year. So I have loads of onion sets that I've planted from last autumn, so I have loads of those growing on lovely in the allotment, but I'm going to sow my onion seeds today, which will be planted out like third to last week of March. So as soon as the frost is finished, then I'll be planting my onion seeds. Okay, so I just have a recycled drinking container that I just cut out, and I have some multi-purpose compost and some coco coir. So that's my planting pot for my onions. So the onion seeds are quite tiny. This particular one has 400 seeds. I don't need all of that because I already have onions growing, so probably about 100 thereabout, just an estimation, because I'm just going to sprinkle it on. So now with onion, this is a medium to large one, so it's ideal for salad, for cooking, things like that. They have so much things in there. I think everyone should be growing onion and garlic. You know, you have the antibacterial properties. It's antiseptic onion, it's really good. They have the antioxidants and things in there. They have vitamin C, they have calcium. There's so much things in onion. And when I'm cooking, I love onion in my food. So I always have onion and garlic in my house. So if I show you the seeds, just some tiny block seeds. So that's the onion seeds, okay? So while you're waiting on these to grow and mature into a nice onion bulb, you can actually eat the shoots as spring onions. So you can grow loads of these in clusters, probably grow quarter of it for eating as spring onion, and the other 3/4 to continue to mature and develop into normal onions. So it's best of both worlds. So instead of growing spring onions and onion separates, you can always start them from seed, cut for spring onion, continue growing on for mature onion. Okay, and then even have iron in it. So I'm just gonna have my little tray here, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing fancy. Just sprinkle the onion seeds as I go along. These will be thinned out when I'm planting them in March. But some of these will be eaten as spring onion as well. So I just sprinkle them on top. So that's my onions. Oh. So we're in February, sorry, in January, today January 21st. So we need to get these sown so they can, sometimes they take 20 days to germinate. So hopefully that's not the case. I'm going to put it under some grow light so they can germinate, grow on quickly. I'm just going to put like the excess seed. I think I have to go too much. So they can germinate and then get some nice root structure before I transplant them outside. So I'll already dampen the soil. So you probably can't see, but they look a tiny seed sprinkled all over. So the soil is already damp, so I don't need to do that. So all I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do now, because the soil is already damp and everything, is just to sprinkle my coco coir on top. As you know, I love to put coco coir on top when I'm planting indoor. So just put some coco coir on top, about an inch, inch and a half max, about an inch I would say. So I just fill it with coco coir. So usually, onion from seed, as I said, this is my first year, but based on my research, I shouldn't have any bolting issues or anything. So you just need to get it in the ground in spring, as soon as the frost has gone, so you have enough period in the ground for it to grow nice and fat. So now that is all covered, I'm going to make my makeshift water bottle and just water it in, and then hopefully in March you will see me transplanting some nice healthy shoots that should be at least 6 inches. Okay, so thanks for viewing, thanks for watching. If you haven't got your onions in as yet, go get some onion seeds. You can start sowing them, or you can get onion sets, because it's quite okay to plant the onion sets in spring as well. So thank you for watching, thanks for viewing. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you now. Bye bye.
Like, share, subscribe and click the notification bell.